Da-da-da-da. I haven't been asleep yet. Um, I see today that Trump decided he was getting out of the Paris climate. Anyway, it's pretty obvious that Trump is now trying to distract from the investigation of his son-in-law by flaunting in our face that he is having deals with Russia because this is Russia is the only country that this deal will benefit. It would hurt the United States, particularly probably the people of color, because those are the ones that are probably do a lot of the work on new solars, maintaining, um, benefit from. The only thing they think that might be in their favor is that I noticed that people that come into a little bit of money really want to flaunt it. And you could see it with like the rap players, football players, basketball players. Um, I think that we won't see the damage that Trump is doing because we're busy living our daily lives um, until it's too late. It's like the frog that's in the water that is cool and slowly it's being heated up, and before the frog even knows it's cooked. Opposed to where you have water already boiling and you try to put a frog in, it's going to jump right out. So I guess all I'm trying to say is that it, so far Trump's actions will not benefit the American people, will not benefit us in getting jobs. I have my thoughts about why the stock market seems to continue to go up on an upward scale. I think that the same. I think we have a problem with a hacking, um, and I think a lot of it is that the people that know there's a problem are rude. I think Russia did hack and use hackers, and there are mechanisms and people that do business in a cruel, harmful, hateful way. And I think that's the only way to make money. And I think there are other people that have made their money, and they were not necessarily was cruel, but they ended up backing or investing in people that do have cruel policies. Um, One of the reasons why we have the escalated war in the Middle East is because of some of our cruel policies, some of our inhumane policies. Some of them are, so totally incomprehensive. Um, and I see that same type of mentality and how the Republicans' policies are too, because uh, they're behind Trump. And Trump and his family and the people around him seem to be um, not interested in following the Constitution, but more interested in lining their pockets with money. And I think uh, that Trump is giving away all his America's power. He's talking about giving some property back that was taken away from them just before Christmas because of their spying and hacking and corrosive actions towards the United States. I don't see where, this guy's supposed to be a deal maker, a deal. I think he's just somebody that Putin could blackmail, embezzle, control. This is not going to be Russia too, and that's what I woke up hungry. And that's what Trump people are doing. They're making, you know, and I get it, white supremacists that think that white people are superior um, because of their lack of melon, um, because of their ability to be more warlike, rapists, and murder, a type of race that carries a lot of diseases. The number one spreader of syphilis around the world. Uh, 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 that these things they might hold to be like something of value. I say they're not. I say that those type of white supremacists is the reasons why we have a lot of pollution, why we have a lot of famine, um, uh, um, um, and the problems that we do have. Um, uh, um, and so instead of trying to better themselves, opposed to trying to correct it and find answers through reality, nature, or science, um, they go through a more of a hateful, vindictive, um, uh, uh, um, just a corrosive, destroying ways of making things extinct. It's not a growth method. It's not a humane method. It doesn't even benefit human beings. Um, if we don't control our environment in such a way that we continue allowing our carbon out, CO2 to outweigh our oxygen. Is that possible? God forbid we have more, So we won't be able to have life on Earth if our water is polluted by fracking, by uh, uh, coal, or just humans disconnection with the life. They just all willy nilly throw trash. You know, um, as long as we do that, I think that that's the way the Republicans are going. That it doesn't benefit the survival of the American people. Um, Believe it or not, white supremacists are on this planet too. Um, that then and there's a lot to be argued about the way Trump's and mentality, the way the Republicans are coming off at, where they see themselves as being powerful and like, oh well, I'll show them I made this promise, so I'm gonna get rid of climate change. It shows a lack of growth. It shows a retardation of one's knowledge, and it shows a lack of understanding of the of of life, of our history. Um, Financially, it's devastating. You know, um, um, eh, and then I think overall, with the in these so few months that Trump has been in office, and we've seen a bunch of investigation that's going on with the people that surround him. Um, During the election and now in this presidency that have a lot of dealings with Russia, have a lot of dealing with Russian banks, like the son-in-law Kushner. Um, you know, and why would you buy that 666 building? You should have known as long as that building was there, they're not going to sell a moneymaker. Never mind. And these are people that don't correct mistakes, but want to compound it. All I gotta say is that we're gonna have people that continue to vote for Republicans. I'm not saying that we need a third party, but I'm just saying that if the Republicans are in their super PACs are getting money from foreign aids and mostly Russia or someplace or maybe Saudi Arabia that don't have our best interests, you know, maybe they need to rethink. You don't have to always stay in the wrong. Even if it's humiliating and embarrassing for Americans that have to have the rest of the world to see the type of racist, double binding, self hate, self destroying that President Trump and other Republicans and white supremacists, are capable of, you know, um, is degrading. I mean, I'm so upset. I'm eating. I'm not even asking what I'm eating. Crackers and cheese. Sit down. And it's threw together. Something. But I'm just so mad that this president is coming off like a racist puppet of Putin. That he's coming off as someone that can't be trusted with information, someone that is not able to make a decision that's in the best interest of the American people and constitutionally correct, someone that can't understand that the interests of other countries, it's never in the best interest of ours. Someone that's shown that he's just prostitutes himself out to Russia. I don't know. Putin is his pimp. The guys like they're saying there's the same tape where they got somebody pinned or what's his name is. They got him in a compromising position with a man. You know what I'm saying? And he's not. And his people, you're not the type of people that are proud of what they do in the dark, or proud of what they do by themselves, because they're such hypocrites. So they're trying to destroy Obama's legacy. Well, I think we're going to let you destroy yours by your actions, by your policies. Right now, you're still riding on the coat, whatever. You're still riding on what Obama did. Okay, to try to better America. And I don't think it'll take long if Trump is left in office, if his vice president is left in office, if the people that he brought in with him are left, whether in the White House where they are, that it won't be long that you can see the results of their type of policies, how destructive it is to the fabric of our Constitution, our civil rights, and to the humanity. And when I'm talking about humanity, I'm talking about their health care plan. I'm talking about how their budget plan will devastate our economy, how his short, how him thinking short. I don't know if that's, instead of seeing the big picture with the climate control, understanding that, yeah, we can move on, and we're moving on, and inventing new technology to solve our problems of the day. That's how you create jobs, and that's how you create more money coming in. And the basis of that, the bottom line of that, is our children. Is their education. It's the food that they eat, to make sure we have healthy kids that can think of new ways, solar energy, wind energy, to save our water supply, to save our food supply, to save our oxygen supply. So we can continue to have this planet alive. I mean, today I was looking at the birds, and like I got like there's like the little sparrows, like the newies. The newies, I just because like I call them newies. The mom still can't move some of the bread in the mouth. Like little they know who their mom is. They know who their parents are. Even every animal I look at out there, even the birds, the bees, or whatever, they are communicating. And it's a damn shame that if we can't see how we're connected through our needing water, air, and food that's all produced by this planet. And, we got a damn fool for a president. That's all I got to say. And if we don't get this man out of office, he's going to have Russia and China just run right over us. He's not changing anything. If you want to go backwards, that's called retarding our growth. Is that what supremacist white people want? To retard their growth? And I'm not saying it in a derogatory word. I'm saying it in a medical term. Anyway. So, I just discussed it. So, anyway. Let me go ahead and get up and I don't know. It's almost 12. Get up and move around and do something else. I mean, it was like almost 90 degrees today. We've been having extreme weather here, where we lost our electricity here in Memphis. This is a state where we burn coal. It's a disgusting smell that we smell in the morning. We right over here where we're at, since it's predominantly was in Indian and black area. They got a new thing right behind me where they're gonna have like a beacon so the jets can fly right over here. We got the sewer plant over here. So and we're over at the junction where the trains are. So I already know the idea of this type of racist people that the Republicans are acting like, are portraying as hateful people. Look, you can hate black people all you want to, but you better recognize we as part of the America, and what you harm the black people, you're harming America. And it is a very smart and sneaky man that Putin is, to see that the easiest way to destroy America is by letting your supremacist white, Trump-like, Pence-like people, Paul Ryan-like people, make a health bill like that, make a budget bill like that, and that's the way you're going to destroy America. By racist, white, Ku Klux Klan wannabe, using some black person as a scapegoat. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If that son-in-law Kushner of Trump's is guilty of treason, espionage, if he's guilty of it, I'll tell you what, you're gonna do your time by your damn self. And you can blame everybody and Jesus. But and so be it. We don't care who the ruler of Rome is. Hey, all hail Caesar. You know what I'm saying? Whoever running this country, we're gonna make sure they stick to the Constitution. We're gonna get back to it. So it don't matter who. When you got dark melon, when you got this, okay, it don't matter who. We'll watch you guys go ahead and kill yourselves. Because one of Trump's people that voted for Trump is going to wake up and not be very happy. It's going to hit reality when it hits their pocket. And Trump all paranoid, worried about who's going to do him in. I don't know. Who the motherfucker standing next to you that you're going to use for a goat? I don't know. I'd be a little bit more nicer to the FBI and the CIA and the military. You already went and made speeches like you're a moron that you can't pass your own ass. Like everybody else is irrelevant to your wants and needs. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know how so many white races could all think the same way like that they did that goddamn like that important when this world is vast and big and y'all got an ugly small point of view.